Welcome back to StarRupture. My name is Nilaus, and we are here with an early game guide. So in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the blueprints. Oh, the blueprints. Well, not the blueprints that we want, but there are blueprints in game. So we're looking at the recipe station. We got to get started when we have the recipe station unlocked. And as you unlock this, you might see all the cool recipes, and then wonder, rotor, tube, stabilizer and stator. Where the hell do we get those blueprints? So this guide will give you this video will give you a guide on how to get the first four blueprints, as well as the progression of how to get out and survive in the world, because these are dangerous places, and you can do some clever things in a sequence so that you are well prepared for this. First things first, we're gonna need a gun, so we need to get the gun and then listen to all the chit chat here in the background. We're going to be getting some ammo while there's a bit of chatting going on. Yeah, I need a little bit more ammo.
What
not very
dangers
good.
do you have in mind?
We already know that.
This is a peaceful mission, and
No,
in
it's
the
not.
documents I had access to, I don't remember seeing anything about a predator species on the planet, aside from us.
So,
Arcadia 7 still has some surprises left in store for
there.
you.
Here is the map. And we need the map because otherwise you can't really find a way around. And also when you have the map, you also have an opportunity to get some radars, and those radars will reveal corpses around the area, and corpses are where you fight war bonds, and we need war bonds. So there's a bit of sequence. First thing first, we need to unlock the map. So let's do that. Here we go. We now have the map cleared, and that means we can now head out. We want to head out to
I
this
assume
location.
it's some sort of a navigation system?
Ish.
A map?
If you insist on using such primitive language,
Go.
go ahead.
So let's go to this one, because this one will reveal a big area around it. So basically, anytime you see it, you want to tap that. It's right up here in the dust. So we'll go up there, and I would recommend having at least a gun for doing this. But you can probably make do with just your miner. But the gun is nice. Right, so we got here, and unfortunately we don't really get
can use
anything
that.
interesting. Heal, yeah, we might need that afterwards. So let's do this, and that means we are gonna get attacked because it starts rumbling somehow, and then we'll just have to fight out the wave. And when we get that, we get a much clearer area around here.
Wow! You have fulfilled another order from the Griffiths Blue Corporation. Claim your reward.
Changing mags. Reloading. Cal, what's going on?
You've entered an infection cloud. Microorganisms from the variant are reacting with your equipment, disrupting your shield.
These beings are very unusual. Whew.
There we go. Barely a
I got this
scratch.
slightly
We
better.
got it. So this area will now reveal an area around us, and what we want to do is go take these dead bodies, the ones we can see. Drones give us some points, but what we really want is the dead bodies, because the dead bodies can have war bonds, and war bonds is what we want. Then on top of that, as we do that, we will head up towards a location that will be up here in the mountains for the first of the blueprints. We can do that with the current weapon because it's not that dangerous. So this is the next location that we have to go to, and in here is the first blueprint. Our base is somewhere back here. Wow, what's that? Okay, never mind. Oh, there's our base. Okay, that's interesting. Never mind. First thing we want to do is out here in the corner. There is a... Not in this corner. A little bit further up. In the corner, these will start spawning soon. But in the corner there is a missing drone, or a fallen drone, so let's go in here and claim that as well. We want this. This gives us just points, so we'll go that, and then we'll start heading in here. So be a little bit cautious. Maybe, let me just check if we have this. Is it
Reloading.
reloading? And we'll go for this one.
Changing mags. It's calm now.
In this area there are a lot of random loot to get. Most of it is junk, but there are a few things that are worthwhile, such as...
An LEM. Could come in handy.
yeah, such as some of this.
A limbic enhancement membrane. It increases the brain's
And-
capabilities. Once placed
Okay,
in
so
this,
that actually spawns a lot of enemies. Oh my god. Okay,
That's
so
what I
panicked.
thought. You could feed a family for years for one of these things. And here they're just lying around. Peace at last.
Peace at last, indeed. Yeah, so they spawn when you get up there. And war bonds,
Oh,
that's
yes.
what we really want. Heavy ammo, don't need it. Basically what we want to just get... What is this? Let's just take this, whatever. Some sticks. Yep. Alright, and then when we go in here,
Arcadia 7
we need
has
to get up to
finished
this location.
regenerating.
And the way you get up there is
I've learned
you have
something
to
new.
jump up to that location. But more stuff here. With a little bit of war bonds. Don't want to take the ammo because we don't need that for now. Then from here, double jump to get up here. A lot of these are just junk to fill up your inventory. So drop everything you don't need so you can actually pick up stuff. Here. And then continue. And none of this is heavy ammo, standard ammo. None of this is what we want. Okay, and then we jump over here. And then as we pick up this corpse, they will spawn down here. No. There they go. And this is where you get the blueprint. That's the most important part. So that's where you get the first blueprint. Whether you want to kill this or not is a little bit up to you.
Reloading.
After taking out the enemies, there's one more corpse below here, which also has war
gotcha.
bonds. So now we have 36 war bonds. We need 120, which seems like an insurmountable amount. So this is where we have the abandoned base. This is where we go. So what we do now is we start heading back and collect some things on the way. And if we find more of these geoscanners, then we're going to be tapping those. So we now have the next piece of the puzzle. That's the equipment upgrade station. And we go in here and we can then choose the weapon. I would recommend the Phantom is a really good modular assault rifle, very nice. But the Grim is a infantry machine gun, yeah. So that's it's a lot bigger. It's really nice, but it costs 110. So what we need is we need 66 available, and it just so happens that if I complete this one, I get 60, and then I just need to find a little bit more out in the world. So I just go out and find one corpse, and then we wait for this one to complete. So we get finally our war bonds. Here we go. And we can just use the war bonds we have to go in here and buy a new weapon. Actually, there we go. A new weapon there. And I am going to take this one. Finally. And confirm. We now got it. Then we need to get some ammo. Let's switch over here to the heavy ammo. Let's get a lot of that because I am not very accurate. And alright. We are good to go. Maybe we need a little bit more ammo, but I think we're good to go. So what we need to do now is look out on the map. I have taken this geoscanner. This is an area where there is a location, and And it's a little bit of a tough place, but this is where we get one more of the blueprints. So let's head on over there. So here we are. We're now heading in. This is where you can see this destroyed from the distance, and well, this is gonna be a little bit tough. So we need to get in and trigger the first wave. They sort of usually popping up from the ground, or maybe that's because we're coming in here during the off period. Don't like that it's so docile, but we have a lot of things that we can discover here.
Great.
Yeah. All these are just a little bit of resources that we can take. And no, not that one. And I think there's also something up here. Yes, here's something as well. Very important. Some more warbands. We can take those. Getting over here. And it should trigger, like all these are... Oops. No, not grenade. Thank you. There we go. Interesting that nothing triggers. So this would be my recommendation, would be going here right after a StarRupture, because this is tough usually, but now it's definitely not tough. So run around, get your get all the stuff. You can see there are 5 of these. One of them is unreachable, but the other ones are very much reachable. Let's see. Let's continue over here. The one that's unreachable is really high up. I mean, it might be reachable, but I don't know how to do that. Good. Just get stuff here. There's in my opinion way too much food and stuff like this. We're just gonna pop a lot of this and go. Are you still some glimmers from this? Nope. And then in order for us to get inside this is where we need to go. So we need to go around on the back side here, and then you can jump in and more stuff. And as you jump down here, you will get... there's also some lore reasons. You will get the blueprint. The blue box means blueprint. Ta-da! The blueprint for the tube, the blueprint for the rotors, and lots of goodies. And that will also trigger the attack usually. Usually? I don't know. It apparently doesn't trigger anything right now. Anything. Yeah, okay. We have so much junk in this inventory here. So let's ditch some of it that we definitely don't want to carry around here. And also this. And this is standard ammo. We don't need that either. And yeah, we just need lots of the inventory space for whatever we need. Good. T. That's one more corpse. Yes, please.
Nice.
And this is usually a trigger for something to spawn out here. Let's have a look. We have now one more dead body, and if I go here and look at the dead body, it's up there, and I don't know how to get that, so we're gonna leave with that. So anyway, if you don't have the this gun, you can apparently get this this area really quickly, easily, without any problems by going here right after StarRupture. Well, that was a little bit underwhelming that we waited so long to get the weapon to do this, but anyway, I guarantee you the next one is not easy. Then we will be going up here and up a hill towards that big engine part you can see from the beginning. So let's head on over that way. So now we're approaching an area where we start getting a little more dangerous enemies here. These are kind of obnoxious, and because they're moving, they're ranged, and they are at a distance. They're pretty squishy. But still, there you go. Right, what I would also recommend for these ones is go and check if they drop these items. They are pretty valuable, these little giblets. I think they're called biofacts. They drop, so that's 55 points for that. And basically where we are, this is this big engine you can see at the background, and up here to the right, this is where we're heading. So that is that's something. You can go up, jump up, double jump up the stairs or up the wall here. That is possible, but I think you would say the main entrance is around here. So we're gonna take the main entrance, and it'll be full of these spitters that are honestly super annoying. And they keep respawning. This is also very important. And what we need to do is actually walk our way all the way up to the top of this one. So it's a little bit of a challenge, but with our new gun, I'm sure it should be fine. Let's sneak on in. and see if the is it one. I also definitely want to do this while it's during the day, so we can see that there's a little bit of a challenge here as well. I'm gonna say that this weapon is highly inaccurate, and it's not my factory skills that show us in an FPS world.
Changing mags.
Where are you? So the thing is, they are also shoot this on the ground. They're not super dangerous, but they're also just a little bit annoying to sort of have roaming everywhere. And they just spawn it. If you can kill them when they spawn, it's really nice. And then it jumped over. Yeah.
Changing mags.
And okay, so we're good. We can go in here, get some loot. Not
can use
very
that.
interesting, but it's something. And here, and then we can jump up here. I don't know why I'm shooting this, but I just feel like it's probably like a trap or something. But you want to go up here? Ah! Okay, never mind. There. There you go. And there we go. And they will be shooting at us. And here we go. That's the last of the blueprints. Come on, just pick up stuff. And do we have anything else? A little bit of something. And that's basically it. They will keep respawning here. So there's not much to do here aside from just killing these, getting this. Oh, hello. Yeah, so now we actually have all 4 blueprints, and all we need to do is just basically just get out of here. Interesting. You just came up here and just jumped down again. Nice. They're up here in the mountains. Ah, that's so frustrating. Alright, so whether you want to keep killing or you just want to get out of here is totally up to you. But we now have the blueprints, so let's head on back. And so here we are back at our base, and we can see we have the 4 blueprints that are available in the early game, and now we can continue with the base building here in the recipe station. We are ending where we started at the recipe station. Now we have the 4 blueprints. So I hope this was useful for you in terms of how to find these and how to get your good gun going here, because once you have this one, so far things look a lot easier. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.